Hello guys, welcome back to another video. J King here. I know it's been a bit of a... It's been a while since my last upload. Apologies for that. However, I thought this would be a pretty easy way to make some more content. And this is something that I've been asked for quite a lot, I'm going to make a new series of... You'll see the title, I guess, in the video description, but it's going to be something along the lines of like a journey to rank 1. So every season, basically every season, I try to get rank 1 on ladder if possible, as part of the overall goal of making it into the top 6 at the end of the month, because the top 6 get invited to the OCC, and then ranks 7 through 38 proceed to play in the OCC qualifiers for the remaining 2 spots. So you can actually see this in-game if you hover over the rank 6. This player is qualified for the top 8. And then 7, this player is qualified for the play-ins. So, every month, some months, I do get first. So, like December, November. Last month, January, got second. Roto Burrito winning his first season. Very well deserved. So, yeah, I don't always get it. But I enjoy the grind. And a lot of people ask me, how do you so consistently push for rank 1? Like, how do you play that many games? How do you just, like, maintain focused through that many games? So I thought I would just sort of document the series as I go. I'm not going to record every single ranked game throughout the month because that's a lot of them. And I'll probably play slower and maybe even slightly worse. I'm not sure yet while recording, but yeah, that's the idea. So I'm currently ranked 31, 25, 15, and this month I've been grinding seriously because I often just spend the first like 2 or 3 weeks either not playing or playing like meme decks on ladder. This month I've been playing exclusively Britain, Japan, Air, and US, German midrange. We're going to start on Air because I do have a Japan ally mission, and yeah, we'll see where it goes from there.
What a performance there by J King.
J King, full plot armor.
J King is pushing himself into the ranks of the legend.
J King is our world champion! J King 7! What? The back-to-back KARDS world champion!
Alright, so game 1. It's a Britain mirror. We'll see if it's an air mirror. And you'll probably see me, like the light from my screen change a bit. That's me tabbing to a page where I input all of my stats. I'm not going to show those stats on stream, or in the video, I should say, just for ease of access and privacy. But yeah, that is an important part, I find, of being able to so consistently grind out these top positions. Is it's very helpful if you queue into somebody, say on like the 10th of the month, and they're playing like they're playing L640, not L640, combined dimes. Let's say they're playing combined dimes in Germany, and then you queue into them like 3 weeks later on the last day of the month, and you see they're playing Germany. You might, if you didn't keep stats, you might be like, oh well, this person is like statistically a German controller. There's been a lot of German controller discards, so well looking for German controller discard, and then it's L640 or it's combined dimes and you get blown out. That's situations like that where keeping stats are very useful. So for example, with this guy, I would say he's playing Britain, but he's playing some sort of Britain control deck. We will see exactly what kind following this. That is very annoying. I have been seeing a lot of supply shortage decks lately. So we're just going to draw. I mean, hitting him in the face for 2 does not accomplish a whole lot, and if I can find a close air support, it lets me hit him in the face for 4, and also keep these alive for an additional turn. I'll probably just play Spitfire if I don't draw a cast next turn. Yeah, no cast, which is unfortunate. The Spitfire gets punished relatively hard by Wrath. I can also just Albacore Surprise Attack, but that feels a little unnecessary against a Seaforth. And then if he responds with just like a large unit, especially like a large plane, such as his own Spitfire, is he going to Monty me? No. Um, that's very annoying. I'm definitely gonna have to surprise attack that. Unless... Yeah, I'm just gonna surprise attack that. And I don't get the draw on the Monty, but that's not gonna matter too much. If that's like secret operatives, I'm gonna cry. Okay. That's not gonna matter too much. In the long run, because I do have this Lend-Lease in hand, that it draw is probably not going to be too much of an issue unless he starts playing like discard. Which, of course, he's discard. Yep, that's bad. And there's the Monty. Okay, that's... I could just do Albacore Empire Strikes. I mean, it's looking pretty good. The alternative would just be like, I could Albacore the Panzer H, maybe hold up Ultra. It's possible he's going to run Carpet Bombing. I kind of doubt he's running Carpet Bombing if he's running Supply Shortage, as well as sort of tech cards like Spitfire and Panzer H. That likely means, please don't discard the Lend-Lease every time. Every damn time. It's not necessarily the end of the world. I'm actually going to hold back the cast. I don't think there's a lot that punishes me for not playing cast this turn, and I'd rather hide the fact that I have Ultra. If I play cast, it means I can't attack with everything and hold up Ultra, which is going to make it a lot more obvious that I have Ultra. I'd rather he like spend all of his credits on something this turn. Like that, for example. Now I just need to draw into something good. I can just get through it with cast. The annoying thing about cast in this situation is it means if he has a supply shortage, the Aichi's just gone. I don't get anything back. I'm tempted to play Sonya. Just anything that does damage to him at this point. With the possibility that if I draw a pin thing, I can get through like a huge unit like that, for example. Draw last. I've been seeing literally everybody I've seen play, like this month so far, I seems to be drawing last, or at least not drawing first. If you're in a situation like this where you're like, I'm probably gonna play Mosquito, there's no reason not to play Convoy first in that situation. So we're just gonna push face, and here I could just do HMS to drop him to 4, and it means HMS can't be discarded. And he's probably not running Carpet Bombing, which means like the punish is root out. I'm just gonna play this because there's a good chance he's gonna discard me. So I'd rather get the damage in now, even if it's not max damage. It's possible that maybe I should have traded the Swordfish and kept the Sonya. Oh, that's very annoying. That is very, very annoying. Okay, well, let's just empty the hand. Can't MI5 me. My hand's empty. This guy runs Fort in discard. That's... Well, I guess... Yeah, no, he did play Annihilation. Maybe he doesn't run Root out. Okay, killing the Honeys there. Lend-Lease. He's played Monty. Radar. That's annoying. Pioneer is one of the best cards in his deck, because his deck is just a ton of orders. That's very sad. I think I have to play it to play around MI5. I don't want to end my turn with cards in hand if possible. So he's going to... the two 1/1 bombers die. Grunt Guards doesn't stop them. Case Yellow into the 2/2. Okay, that's a decent draw. Just gonna pin that, go face. I have Wellington in deck. And there's the Wrath. That's very annoying. That's gonna stop Wellington. It's gonna stop Swordfish. And he has the Case Yellow to discard it. That's very annoying. I'm gonna play Sonya. Maybe I should have pushed up Swordfish, actually. Because if I push up Swordfish, it means he either has to keep Sonya on the board or not get his Gwen Guides to the front line. And if he's not getting the Gwen Guides to the front line, I'm going to live longer. This way he can kill Sonya with the Wrath and push Gwen Guides. Or he's just going to second Wrath and MI5 me, third case yellow. If he doesn't kill the Sonya, he's insane. Okay, well, punished, I guess. I also run High-End in this deck, which would be a hilarious top deck here. He's out of case yellows, so there's a very good possibility he can't kill me. Honey, double face. Presumably he has Ultra if he's not playing around Empire Strikes. Draw last with Sky Barons. And that draws, which means High-End is no longer lethal. And that's game. Let's just see if he had the Ultra too. Yep. Okay, well, that's pretty unfortunate first game of this series, but yeah, I mean, you're gonna face players like that who play terribly the entire game and they win anyways. That is one of the a lot of people I think sometimes like overestimate I think a lot of people get it in their heads that like people who play in like the top tournaments and like place high on ladder every season just like never lose games except against each other or like something like that. No, absolutely not. We lose games to random crap like that all the time. Like that player was not a good player. Like that player's deck I think was very questionably built and they played it very, very poorly, but I mean, you just can't win every game. Very simple as that. Soviets is a pretty good hand against Soviets. They don't have a lot of responses to units. Like the removal for air units. So like even if I play a board of bombers and they scorched earth me or something, I'm just gonna stick around. What? Is this like self-damage with Aichi? I'm very confused. I don't want him to take this trade, but on the other hand, I'm kind of fine if he spends his entire turn doing that. Like, so here's my possibilities. I can do Swordfish Cast, which sets up just trading into the Aichi and air supping it next turn, and keeps the Sonya alive unless he has a sickle. Or I can just do second Sonya, second Swordfish to set up. He spends his entire turn killing one of them, and then I do cast, trade, air sub. With the difference being I could basically get an extra body on cast if he does have the sickle. I'm gonna do it this way. My hand's looking pretty small, and it's like powerful but small, so like I don't think I want to just throw away value like that out the window, because a rando on ladder like 9 times out of 10 will take a free unit kill if you offer it to them. So no need to offer it to them. Let's kill the Petliakov before playing this. Almost trolled really hard. That'd be funny, just ranting about how terribly my last opponent played and then immediately make a mistake on turn 3. Alright, Night Witches. I want to ignore the bomber, but realistically I can't. Because of Blood Red Sky. Like, Blood Red Sky is a ludicrously powerful card. A lot of people think the cards are bad if they are in bad decks. like Rule Disguise, for example. A lot of people think Rule Disguise is bad. Just because a card is in a bad deck does not mean that the card is bad. So like Blood Red Sky is absolutely insane. Rule Disguise, absolutely insane. Just because Japan era or Soviet era are not necessarily as popular meta decks. I think I just removed the board. Like if he wants to do From the People to kill Sonya, that's fine, I guess. I'm just gonna Empire Strikes him and get a bunch of damage in. Although there is a question about, do I save Empire Strikes for when he plays Fighters, or he's gonna do that. Also, I just realized that this was terrible Sonya positioning. Let's take the possible punish. He doesn't have access to Empire Strikes because he's a Japan ally. I guess he could have, like, at all costs, or maybe, the Japan, Bushido code? Code of Bushido. The destroy a friendly air unit, deal 2 damage to all enemies. I don't want to, like, get blown out by that. I'm like a little hesitant to play the Albacore just in case he somehow has a way of doing that. I mean, I really just don't... I don't think that there is one. Like, realistically, like, if he does Night Witch's Code of Bushido, that's 4 credits to kill 3 of my units. And then he doesn't have the credits to play one of the From the Peoples afterwards. So, like, yeah, he'll probably just double From the People to Sonya's this turn. Is he really gonna kill Albacore before it's second Sonya? Why? I mean, I'll take it, but I literally have a surprise attack in hand. Please, people, read the cards before you play them. That's a good cast. At this point, I think I can just go all face. I'm actually just one-off lethal right now. Oh, body. Body, I have the... Body, no. Okay, well, we're gonna kill the KV. Because that is a pretty big threat. And we're actually gonna leave this one up because I think him getting the From the People accomplishes about the same as him getting a 3-4 bomber. 52k? Okay. That's annoying. Still lethal. Final push trade into Gladiators, still lethal, since it doesn't die on his turn. Okay. This guy's just playing a very strange deck. Well, pretty fast. It bounced back. I'm assuming that guy was playing some sort of air deck. ZZZ. Yeah. How dare I play meta decks on ladder? Got a 5 points from that. That's very low this early in the season, but I mean, looking at that guy's deck, I'm not surprised. Or, sorry, not this early in the season. This low on ladder. Like, this early into me playing. But, yeah, looking at that guy's deck, not too surprised. Germany, against discard. Airsoft's fine against discard. Empire Strikes are very bad against it, like discard or control. Same with the Gladiators, not great. However, I'm going to keep the Airsoft because you never know when it's going to be Combined Arms. And I like to be safe. It's Heinz. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to play the Gladiator first, because if I play the Type 94, he could just, like, push up, take the trade. And if he has, like, a Befehlswagen. Yep. pretty happy I did not do that. On the other hand, had I done that play and he didn't take the trade, I'd be in a pretty good position. So I could just do Type 94 close air support. It's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Like, Fast Heinz doesn't buff the Greyhound. If he does Panzer F, the +1/+1 to all of your tanks, he can't attack with them. And he can't do like a Greif Panzer F or something. And if he just like trades the Befehlswagen, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't really want to air sub that because he's gonna have bigger threats in his deck. However, I literally do not have another play. I might push the Gladiator. I think I am gonna push the Gladiator. He might have other Befehlswagens, which is why he's so like he's trading so quickly. He also might have 20 seconds in his deck. I'm perfectly fine with that trade. Passing on turn 4 does not feel great, but the board is empty, so we're not falling too far behind. There's the Greif and Enigma. Okay, well, his hand looks about as bad as my hand. This does need to go. There's a very, very low chance this Albacore survives if I just play it. And I mean, I could cast. I mean, this guy's clearly not playing around Ultra, because if I just had Ultra in my hand, that's a potentially game-losing play unless he has double Enigma. So obviously playing around Ultra, the value of passing on 3 credits to make him think I have Ultra, not very useful against a player who does not play around Ultra. I mean, Heinz typically actually doesn't run. The worst case scenario would be like Wirbelwind. Heinz typically does not run 35T, since there's not like the most US units. It could also just double trade out with 1/3 tanks like a Panzer A. Yeah. That's actually kind of bad. Going to pin the Panzer A, because if he has Greif, or if he has Fast Heinz, this is going to have a higher attack, and if he, I'd rather him trade this out into Sexton than this one, because he might have like Heinkel, or like a autocannon or something, which could potentially get the attack buff from the Greyhound. Is the end of that line of thinking. Hopefully he doesn't have like dive bombing. That would really suck. I'm saving the Monty to try to get a free draw off of it and use it in combination with the surprise attack. I could have like surprise attacked to kill the Panzer A there, but again, this just doesn't feel like a great Monty situation. And then also like the question is, what do I surprise? I mean, I'm playing Monty because I don't have great alternatives. The question is, do I even like surprise attack the Naxxur? I don't think I do. I could actually still afford to not play Naxxur at all. I could just play like Spitfire. Or sorry, I could not play surprise attack. I could just do Spitfire and attack with Sexton. I can also do surprise attack, Swordfish, Cass attack. If I do that, I probably want to surprise attack the Naxxur. That actually does sound marginally better. Because it also gets the Wellington cost down to 0, and I might need to clear the board next turn. Like, I might need to play Wellington to trade down a lot of units next turn, is what I mean. The We Can Do It variant's very interesting. He's running We Can Do It and Enigma in the same deck. That's not that common. Maybe he doesn't run Martyrs. Okay, pushing is actually very huge, and I don't know if he realized it lost the attack buff from the Greyhound, because it looks like he intended to trade with Sexton. And like this is exactly why killing an action last turn was very important. If he just attacks into the Sexton, he's kind of trolling. I mean, it could just be that he thinks this is the only way he can deal with the Sexton ever in this game. Which, if that is true, that's kind of depressing. So I want a Convoy. I could fully remove the board, but the pinned Panzer A is not that much of an issue. However, I don't want to give up my tempo lead, so I'm going to just play out this Spitfire. This is when this guy's like a sociopath who runs Stars and Stripes in Enigma Hinds. Okay. Looks like there's a very high chance we do Empire Strikes next turn. Trading out the Sexton, and man, it makes me glad I killed an Akshub. Makes me very, very glad I killed an Akshub. Greyhound, attack face, interesting. I mean, I want to get a unit to the front line, because if he does Greyhound attack face here, it looks like somebody who's supremely confident that they're gonna like take me out with a huge blitzkrieg. So I feel like I want to get the game close to ending. The annoying thing is I don't need to play Empire Strikes necessarily. No, I think I'm going to go for the Empire Strikes. This is 4, 6. I think it is worth playing the other Swordfish and then pushing Spitfire and attacking for 2. This is 1 less damage than if I didn't play the Swordfish and attacked with Wellington instead, but obviously the benefit is I keep the bomber on the board. Well, that's annoying. I guess we're just going to Wellington trade. Ooh, I could pin it. Which actually looks like a very good play, because it reduces the cost on Wellington and it lets me get the Spitfire back onto the board. I could even like go super aggro and high on him in the face. That play seems pretty bad though. And actually, maybe I should have Convoy first. Draw last. I mean, actually, I think I'd rather play double Swordfish, because the odds that I draw a Cass next turn, like I have 3 draws for one of my, I believe, 3 Cass in the deck, which is pretty decent odds. And it's not like he's going to be easily able to respond to this, or not. 2nd Panzer E, 3rd Greyhound. He can just remove both bombers right now if he wants to. Then I'd have enough credits to trade out, double trade with Spitfire, Wellington into Leopold, and then take the front line with... Oh, he has the beef as well. Oh, is he going to have the Panzer F as well? Come on, dude. Oh, he's trading with Spitfire. Okay. That's very interesting. Okay, well I can Convoy first, because the cost reduction on Wellington, that's not what you want to see. So, taking out the Leo, obviously, removing one of his units, and I'm going to play the Gladiator, I think. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to play the Swordfish. There's basically no way in hell he's going to be able to trade out everything. So with that in mind, if I play Gladiator, he's just going to, and he's able to trade out 2 units, he's going to trade out both bombers. And then on the following turn, I'd probably rather have the Gladiator. Or he's going to do Jagd Bomber. That's very annoying. Hopefully I draw a Piracy. The good news is I do have quite a bit of time to draw Piracy, because I can just trade out the Greyhound. Speak of the devil. So, this is happening for sure. And then I actually think I just use high end to kill. The Greyhound. I want all units off the board, because this guy could very easily kill me with, like, a couple Blitzkriegs and, like, a Hellcat, for example. Heinkel trade into Hien. Hien, however you want to pronounce it. 1038T. I think he forgot that I have a fighter on board. There's the Panzer F. Lets him trade out the fighter, and then trigger the bomber, although he might just trade into the bomber. I think that makes more sense for him to hit the Wellington and accept the fact that his Hien's not doing a lot. Yeah. The question is, does he sack the Hien for his spoils of war? And I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is pretty definitively yes. I think the one card in his hand is like Blitzkrieg 90% of the time. Hallelujah. Okay, that's a very big draw. And if Paracy just had 3 health. So I can kill 2 of his 3 units with relative ease. I think this Panzer F is 100% going to die. I think the question is, do I keep Hien alive? I probably keep Hien alive. I don't want him. I think I just do this. I don't want him able to attack with the Heinkel to get a draw. Whirlwind Blitzkrieg. I mean, the Blitzkrieg doesn't actually help him here, so he might just hold on to it. If it's like a third we can do it, it's going to be very sad. Trade with Aichi to pin the Aichi. I mean, you can't kill the Swordfish. If he just hits Piracy, it gives me decent trades. Oh, it is a second Enigma. Okay. Not sure why he didn't draw before attacking, but... yeah. There's not really anything to do other than sack the... key into the Hien. It's very interesting that Aichi spawns actually where... I could have sworn it worked the other way. I thought Aichi always went to the left of your HQ, like First Rifles did. I'm kind of tempted to play Gladiator instead of... Okay. I also could have done HMS push 1 up to the front line. Gladiator attack phase with the other one. But yeah, that game was pretty much over. Alright. Probably do like 1 more for this video. We'll see. In the future I might record like a whole bunch at once and then edit out in the best games, but at least for the first episode, I'm gonna keep it relatively simple. Japan. Okay. It's nice that we're getting a bit of variety. So, against Japan, keeping Swordfish very tempting, however, going second, I think it's kind of a bait, to be completely honest. HMS is just kind of always good against Japan. I'm going to go for the Type 94. Actually, no, I'm going to air sup. Air supping a one drop. For some reason, some weird reason, a lot of people don't go for this play. I think it's because they're in their heads. They're thinking, well, I'm not getting the full value out of it. I'm not dealing 3 damage, but like, if you had an air unit on the board, you'd still consider air supping a 1 health unit. Yeah, I'm still not playing Swordfish. Swordfish just dies on board, and if he has the Type 90 or the 35T to punish me, it's not even that much of a punish since he doesn't have a way to increase the health of his units. So like shelling is just gonna kill it in the future. Whirlwind push-ups very annoying. I think I just do double Swordfish Cass. Hit the Type 94. I could also do single Swordfish Cass hit the Whirlwind to bring it to 1 health to set up shelling, but I think that's waiting a little bit too long. Also, this is like genuinely difficult for him to kill both. And with just the power of Shelling Sexton and HMS Illustrious in hand, I think it's fine. Okay. Yeah. Type 93. Okay, he's just going to go for the pin. I did actually forget that the pin works with the Whirlwind that way. My bad. But also, I'm pretty fine with that. So we're taking this trade for sure, because Shelling. The question is, do I play Aichi to heal 2 at the cost of losing the body? And I think the answer is yes. I could have even played out the surprise attack, but I'm going to hold that back in case he like slams a Shiden or something. Shidenuki. Or potentially a Signal Regiment. Is that a Sendai he drew? He pointed something at the Chiro. Okay. So, easy shelling here. As long as he doesn't play Feigned, this game's looking very good. Air versus Jago is very much just like you try to take as little damage as possible while absorbing their pressure, and then if they have Feigned, it becomes a complete clown fiesta as to who wins, and if they don't have Feigned, you win. I can just trade out the entire board, plus air sup on Sendai here. Seems pretty good. Yeah, so like for example, if he has Feigned here, suddenly I have to deal with an infinite number of units and find a way to kill him before he overwhelms my board. If he doesn't play Feigned here, the game's over. Okay, Raiden Brigade's actually very annoying, but point largely still stands. I might just Sexton that Akita. It's very tempting to sack. Like, he has 1 card in hand and it's a surprise attack, so I can't hold up Ultra to, like, stop a Feint because he's able to play around that. I think I'm just going to do this. It sets up a unit on the board that's going to be able to threaten him. It stops his Akita from being a threat, because I do not want his Akita to die. And now he plays the surprise attack, which means I can hold up Ultra to stop top decked Feint. And we go face. He needs like a Shiden draw, would be pretty good for him. Meter draw does not do a whole lot. So just gonna hold up Ultra, and deal the damage. It's possible. I'm still holding on to the air sup just because of how powerful a Shiden draw is. Otherwise, I would consider doing air sup just to get a little bit more damage in. Bombing red top deck, stopped by Ultra, draws Cass. Yeah, just going to do Cass here. And yeah. This game's basically done. He doesn't have enough credits to double attack with Shiden. And Sendai's not enough, is not able to remove enough damage from the board. Mido and surrender. Got him. So, Yeah, I was 4 games, 3-1. Finished my Britain mission and ended slightly higher than I started. Normally going 3-1 if you're like at the rank of Dear Admiral or no one right now. 3-1 it means you're down like 6 to 8 points. Currently on my rank, still 29th, but like 2,500 is not that much. I'm 500 points away from Dear Admiral. 3-1 actually means I gain points. Minus 14 plus 5 plus 7 plus 10. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you like the format. Let me know if you have any suggestions, if you'd like to see highlights of the best games or just a series of games to see like sort of the thought process as I go through them. Let me know in the comments, and yeah, YouTube things, like, share, comment, subscribe, and once again, I have launched a coaching service that's actually going way better than I personally expected it to, so I think that means people like it. So if you've ever considered hiring KARDS coaching, look it up. It's in my Discord, or I have a video about it. And yeah, other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.